Wonderful. All right, well, let's get started. Hey, everyone, welcome to Get Organized in Every Area of Your Life. My name is Andy Traub. I'm so excited that you have decided to join us today. I want to start by telling you and making you a promise, which is that I'm going to share 30 tips in 30 minutes. Now, those 30 minutes have not started yet. um, um, so let's make sure I'm doing this correctly. All right. So I'm going to share 30 tips in 30 minutes for all of you. And that's going to start in just a bit. I'm actually going to time myself to do that. But let me just show you how this is going to run down. First, I'm going to make you a promise. I'm going to tell you who I am again. We're going to do 30 tips in 30 minutes. We're going to do a giveaway, and then we're going to do a Q&A. All right. Sound good? And we've got about a 30-second delay in the chat from what I'm hearing and what you're seeing. But go ahead and continue to chat in the chat room. That'd be great. And I'll keep an eye on that as best I can. All right. So here's the promise is that you will learn a system for being organized today. You're going to learn about a tool and a system that will allow you to stay organized. Now, I will tell you that a lot of this stuff is going to be very technically oriented, and some of it will be more philosophical, if you will. And so there's quite a range of information I'm going to share. But again, this is being recorded, so we'll get you a copy of it and you can look over it later. But do take lots of time to focus, and whether on your lunch or wherever you're at, just take time to focus here because you can get the recording later. All right? So who am I again? Well, let me tell you who I am. My name is Andy Traub. That's my wife, Sarah. In the back left there is Lucy. She's 3.5. Caroline is 5, right there on the front left. And Samuel's right behind me. He's 7, going on 17. So that's my family. We used to live there. That's South Dakota. We've lived there the last 10 years, but we recently moved to Tennessee because I have a digital business. I'm allowed to do whatever I do from wherever I am and in my business. And so that's just a little picture of my desktop for today, actually. So I have a digital business, so it allows us to move. So a couple of years ago, I wrote a book called The Early to Rise Experience, helped us get debt-free. I'll tell you about that a little bit more as well. So I'm a published author and have Early to Rise Experience for Moms coming out soon as well. I live in just south of Nashville, Tennessee, in a town called Spring Hill right now. And it's phenomenal. This is me hanging out in my neighbor's backyard, having a cold snap on a very warm spring day in Tennessee. I'm very excited, very blessed to be here. We just moved here about 9 months ago. Life is good. We're building a new house. That's not what ours looks like. They're pouring the foundation today. But I'm blessed. But I haven't always been as blessed because of my own failures. Now, I'm going to talk to you about that. So several years ago, 7, 8, 6, 7, I don't know. I try not to remember too much detail because it was a bad time in my life. But I quit my job. I quit a stable job. I had about 2 clients and I just quit. And I started something called Take Permission Media Network. At that time, it was called More Profit Technology. Then I changed it to Take Permission Media Network. And long story short, it did not go well. It did not go well. It did not go well. I didn't have enough clients. I wasn't organized. I wasn't fulfilling the promises that I was making to my clients. I was disorganized, and things were not getting better. But I also had another problem, which is I kept trying tools. Like I was like a tool addict, and I'd subscribe to these things for $10 or $15 a month, and I'd use them for a little bit, but I never really implemented them. And it took a lot of times, more time to learn the system than to use the system. But then along came Evernote. And that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about Evernote. And I'm not making an assumption that you know anything about Evernote. So don't assume that I think that you have Evernote, you know what it is, that you're a paid subscriber, anything like that. I'm going to assume you know nothing. I just assumed you didn't even know me. So we're going to talk about Evernote. I'm going to give you some basics about Evernote, and then we're going to start our 30 and 30. All right? So Evernote allows you to capture text, audio, images, and files of all kinds of types. Now, they put those things into notes, all right? That's what they're called, like files, but they're called notes. And then you can also tag those notes. You can basically label them. Picture this, like putting Post-its on a piece of paper. That's tagging a note. So again, Evernote can handle all these things. You can put them in a note and you can add tags. Then you can put those notes into folders. Just think of it like a file cabinet. That's what Evernote really is. Now, again, I'm not going to assume you're a paid subscriber or a free subscriber or a subscriber at all, but I will tell you they just announced there's 3 pricing plans, Basic, Plus, and Premium. Some of the things I teach you about are in the paid version. Some of them are in the free versions, but I'm a premium subscriber. I love it. I think it's a bargain. It's the tool I use the most that costs me the least. So that's a pretty good gig. So let's dive in to the system. We're going to do 30 tips in 30 minutes. I mean, mark the time. It's a 1:11. I'm going to give myself an extra 30 seconds and say it's 1:12. So I have till 1:42. I'm get a drink of water. All right, it's 1:42, and well, it's 1:12, but we're gonna go to 1:42. I really am like pausing to like hit the ground running with this. We're gonna do 30 tips in 30 minutes. We're gonna share a screen. We're gonna do all kinds of stuff. It's gonna be awesome. So seatbelt applied, and all right, 1:12. Here we go. So I have created something called Master Evernote, and I want to be very upfront with you that at the end of our conversation today, I'm going to offer you an opportunity to buy Master Evernote, but you will learn on today's webinar a lot of things that will help you if you don't buy Master Evernote. So I created Master Evernote because I love it, and I know too many people that love Evernote, but they don't get the max out of it. So at the end, I will tell you about that. But my goal and my promise to you is that this isn't some sales pitchy thing that at the end, I didn't give you any value. I want you to walk away and say, I didn't get the product, but boy, that guy was helpful. Or boy, that guy was helpful. And so I went ahead and got the product. And stick around in the end, because if you buy as a member of the webinar, then you're going to get a bonus. All right. So here we go. It's 1:12. The first thing I want you to do is to set up Evernote in less than 7 minutes. I hate taking a long time to set up a system. Like, it's demoralizing. Right. It's like, hey, I'm here to get organized, not to, spend 30 minutes learning a different language, which a lot of times these programs make you learn a different language. So if you go to digihowto.com/free Evernote, that's where you can see a 7-minute video. It's like 7 minutes and 15 seconds, I think. So I should say it's less than 8 minutes long. And you can learn how to set up your Evernote, which is awesome. And in that, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and add some text, some audio, and some images. And it's very, very simple to do that. So the first tip is go set up Evernote, add text, audio, and images. I'm going to show you how to do that. The second is that you need to improve your view. There's 3 areas that you're going to customize. So first, you're going to go up to the view option here. Mine's on a Mac, but PC is going to have the same thing. And you're going to adjust your shortcuts area, which is right here. And then this is a link to notes, notebooks, tags, and atlas, things like that. So that's the sidebar, okay? So everybody say sidebar. Number 1 is the sidebar, right? And then the top right up here, this is the toolbar. Everybody ready? Toolbar, there we go. And then number 3, this is the notes view or the notes list, right? So you can click that little button right there, that number 3, and you can optimize that. So the first thing you're gonna do to get set up is go ahead and download Evernote, sign up for it. It's free to sign up for. It's free to use a free version. Crazy, I know. And then you're going to improve your view. You're going to set up those 3 different areas. Okay, and that will get you a long way already. The third thing, the third tip is to go ahead and make a project. So are you building a house? Are you shopping for a car? Are you researching colleges? Are you building a digital product? If you have any desire ever to write a book, build a digital product, then this is a phenomenal tool for you. So just go take a project that you are midstream in. You're in the middle of it right now in your life, and go ahead and start implementing Evernote into your process. All right, so don't think of some hypothetical thing. Take something you're in the middle of and see how much easier it is now that you can organize it inside of Evernote. And so start by making a project. The fourth thing is I want you to remember to add personal things. I take pictures because, like, come on, is anybody here a parent? Like, type in, yeah, I'm a parent, if you're a parent, okay? And anybody have artwork their kids made them? And it's good artwork, right? I mean, it's good. But but you're not going to keep it. Like, I love you, but I'm not going to keep all your artwork forever and ever and ever. But you don't want to go away, right? And remind me at the end when I go in the video, I'll show you this thing my daughter made me from today. It's awesome. I was like, "Are those fish?" She's like, "No, they're rockets." So anyway, her rockets look like fish. So if you're a parent, you understand your kid's artwork is precious for a while, then you want to get rid of it. So add it to your Evernote. Take pictures of your kid's artwork. It'll be in there forever and ever. If you struggle to journal or you want your journal to be forever and ever and ever, then you could journal inside of Evernote. And you could also start a romance novel. I just thought that would be funny to say. So you can start a romance novel. Good luck with that. The fifth tip is to, when you're using Evernote, don't think of Evernote like a file cabinet where everything is in one. Like if you have a piece of paper, everybody like look around and find a piece of paper. All right, just find a piece of paper. Now, how many folders can you put that in? You can put that piece of paper in probably one folder, right? You can't put it in two separate folders unless you rip it in half. In Evernote, and this is very important, very important. I'll talk about this a little bit more, but this is huge. All right. If somebody says, "What did you do today?" I said, "I was on this Evernote class." Well, I love Evernote, but what did he teach you? He taught me to stop using notebooks, just use tags a lot. And the reason is because who am I to you? Well, I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a Christian, I'm a Southerner now, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm all these things. Those are all tags that you can add onto something. So instead of organizing your thoughts and your projects by putting them into folders, put tags on them. So you can see here, these are my notes for today's presentation. And I have 3 tags: DHT, which is Digi How To, Digital Product, and Master Evernote. Those are all tags that apply to this note. So think in tags. Why? Because that's how you think. That's how our brains work, right? Very few things are one thing to us. So don't make it one thing. Track it with multiple tags. All right. And I'll show you how to do that more in depth later. The other thing I want you to remember, and this is, I'm just being transparent here, this is how many notebooks I have. And I'm probably going to get rid of 2 of these. So that's how many notebooks I have. I don't have a ton of different notebooks. And so I have some shared notebooks for some projects, but I end up having, let's see, that's 9 different notebooks. That's all I have. And so I want you to get organized using Evernote, but don't create 1,000 notebooks. It's going to drive you insane. So track your notes with tags. And if that sounds a little confusing right now, don't worry. I'll give you more details as we go in. This will make more sense. Number 6, take pictures of text. All right, so we're going to try this. All right, let's see here. Okay, let me take it. All right, so I'm going to, let me go to my video here. Stop my screen share. So this is the hard part because I don't know how fast I can do this. All right, so the tip is to take pictures of text. So I'm going to open up my Evernote right here. All right, I'm my Evernote open. And I've got a receipt here from Taco Bell. Don't judge me. I'm going to hit photo. Right, in my photo. That's very like meta, isn't it? It's like me inside of me inside of me. All right, and then I'm going to take a picture of this. All right, and I'm going to save it. All right, I'm going to call this yummy lunch. All right, now why are we taking pictures of text? All right, so we did that. Now let me share my screen again. Share screen number 2. All right, I'm going to show you why we took pictures of text. So you should be seeing my screen again. I'm going to show you my Evernote. This is my Evernote. All right, I'm going to sync my Evernote. And you can see right here is the picture that I just took. All right, that's how fast that happened. All right, now I'm going to go up here to the search area. Now this has something called optical character recognition, OCR. And so you can type in words that are in the pictures. And there it is. Oh my gosh, glory, it worked. Mobile right there. So it's going to search text inside of your images. Anyone mind blown? Anyone? Anyone? So this is great because you can search text inside of your Evernote. The other is if you're going to, let me go back to my presentation. If you're going to use text for or images for blogs, things like that, again, they're all in one place. You can take pictures. Listen to this. There's some people questioning me in the chat, and I'm going to offer my rebuttal. I think you should take pictures of text because let's say you're reading a magazine, take a picture of the article. Reading a book and you want to highlight, underline, that's great, but you never do anything with those notes or highlights. Let's be honest. So take pictures of your book text, and then you can search them later. That becomes searchable text you can use later, which is awesome. And also funny billboards, because billboards can sometimes be funny. All right. Tip number 7, record audio and then take great notes. So this is what I do. If I'm in a meeting and I have permission, I will get my phone out and I will record the audio with my phone. And then with my computer, I'll take notes. And then I'll combine those two things. So I have the audio, and then I have audio recording, and then I have text that I've typed. And I keep my phone close to me, and I take note of the time. So as I'm taking notes, I can mark the time and go back to the recording if necessary. It's a great way for you to keep audio and text together. The reason I do them separately on different devices, but both inside Evernote, is because if you're recording through your computer and you're typing, it will pick up your typing. Number 8, add important documents. You can scan them as PDFs using a scanner. You can take pictures with Evernote's scannable app, which is slick. Like you put a piece of paper down on a darker background and you hover over it, and it'll automatically take the picture and crop the corners. It's slick. And then also Evernote has a scanner, which is awesome. It's also $400, so I'm not buying it. All right. So tip number 9, encrypt sensitive information. Right now, you can highlight text anywhere inside of Evernote and do a right click and click and select encrypt selected text. It's a mouthful. And then when you do that, you're going to get this menu, which is you have to choose the password and confirm it, and then give yourself a password hint and hit OK. And then that will basically disappear. There'll be a small little icon there, but if you click on it, you have to enter your password again. So you can encrypt sensitive information inside of your Evernote. In addition, please hear me when I say this. If you're a premium user, I would highly encourage you to do the thumb recognition and or passcode on your phone so people can't just get into your Evernote. Evernote has a ton of sensitive information, and so the only way you can get into it for me is with a password or a thumbprint. I wish you could password protect it on your computer, but again, your computer, you should be password protected, if that makes sense. But the program itself is not password protected. 123. So we are 11 minutes in. I got to hurry up. You can track receipts. All right, this is what this looks like. So with the scannable app, I took a picture of that same Taco Bell. I have not eaten Taco Bell in like 6 years, but I went the other day with my buddy Dan, and it was great. It's his favorite restaurant. So when you take a picture, you can mail it, add it to Evernote, put it in your camera roll, message it to someone, export it, do something. I don't know why you export it. But the other is that you can add it to your Evernote. That's on the right side here, and you can add it to specific folders. So I have a folder for receipts. You saw that. And so I just take a picture of my receipt with scannable, and then I upload it there, and then I label it. And then for accounting, I just give my accountant access to that folder, which is awesome. Number 11, forward emails. Now, this is only available if you're a pro or premium subscriber, which is $24.49. By the way, I benefit zero from you joining Evernote. But $24 or $49 a year, or $3 or $6 a month, depending on what level you get. But you can forward emails into your Evernote. And so no more copy and pasting. When you're a pro and premium subscriber, you're going to get a custom email address that allows you to forward information into your Evernote account. Do not share that with anyone else, because whatever they forward to your email, that email will go into your account. You can change it if it gets compromised, but that is a killer feature to add information. Now, here's the other cool thing. Anything that's attached to those emails will go into your Evernote account as well. So if you get a receipt, forward it. If you get an attached PDF, forward it. If you have a Word document, forward it. All of that text becomes searchable. We'll talk about that. When you email information into your Evernote account, you can file and tag it automatically. So again, hang with me here. Remember, you've got notes that have multiple tags and they can go in different folders. Well, that's a lot of clicking, right? Well, what you can do is in the subject line of the email, when you're forwarding, and say I sent you an email and it was a great encouragement to you. You're amazing. You're awesome. Thank you so much for coming to the webinar. Hey, thank you so much for buying Master Evernote. You fed my beautiful children. God bless you. Thank you. Okay, that's my note. And you go, I want to save that. That's encouraging. So you could forward it to your Evernote account. and put hashtag or pound, as it was known before, like 3 years ago, pound, and then the name of a tag. And then you can also do the @ symbol and the name of a folder, and it will automatically file it into a folder and tag it appropriately. These are case sensitive, so be careful. So again, pretty powerful. You can tag it, add it to a folder, but remember the attachments are included in those emails. So everything you forward to that email is going to go into your Evernote. I use that a lot. You can pull your notes from a Kindle. All right. This pressure's on. I got to speed up a little bit here. So we're gonna switch to. I shouldn't have turned that off. All right, hold on. Share screen to share. All right, so I'm going to show you how you can get notes from your Kindle into your Evernote account. All right, here we go. All right, I'm going to over here and log in. Amazon, Kindle on Amazon.com. Anybody own a Kindle? Type in the chat. Yeah, I own a Kindle. All right. And then when you sign in, go to amazon.kindle.com, or maybe it's kindle.amazon.com. You get the idea. Go ahead and sign in. And did you know your Kindle highlights are all backed up on the web? They are. And so you go up here to your highlights right here. And again, this is how to get your Kindle highlights into your Evernote. And then this is a book that I read, Essentialism. Click on the title. And, oh wait, I don't want to do that. I want to go over here, sorry. It's not super, simple to do this simply because I don't think they like for you to be able to like copy and paste it. But look at all these notes. That's awesome that I took all these highlights. I'm going to encourage you. I'm an author as well. You use this appropriately. This is copyright information, but you can copy all of that information right there. That's all your notes from Essentialism. Make a new note here in Evernote, right? And paste it in here. There you go. You have all your notes from Essentialism. I have a little keyboard shortcut I use to simplify my text and make it look better. But then you just call this Essentialism Greg McCowan. Sorry, Greg, I don't remember how to spell your name. Anyway, you get the idea. So you just took all your notes from Kindle and you added them to your Evernote, and they become searchable. Hello, awesome. All right, and that's a great book. Amen to that. Number 14, create proposals. Create the name of your proposal and then add the word template. Tag each one of your templates with the tag template. Do not write inside of those templates, right? Correct. Do not write inside of them, duplicate them, rename them, alter them, and then you can print them as a PDF, and then you can also tag your new proposal as prospect. And so if you've got 20 of these proposals out, you can say prospect, here's the proposal, and maybe a little notes on it, but you've got that as it goes as PDFs. Oh, they made a change? Okay, great. Go in there and make a change to it. All right. Number 15, turn notes into money. Listen, I sell digital products, right? I sell digital information. You can too. Write something really helpful in Evernote, print it as a PDF. If you need to update it later, that's fine. Go back to Evernote and save it, make the changes and reprint it, right? So that's how you can turn your Evernote notes into money. Oh yeah, make it attractive. You can definitely add pictures. You can essentially add like a book cover to the first part of the note. So don't forget to make your note attractive. Number 16 tip is share notes with 4 keystrokes. So you can copy a note using command and question mark. So let me show you this. All right. So I'm going to copy a note. Everybody gets to see this. So that I just copied the note link, and you'll see up here on the right, it'll say that I've just copied a note link. Here we go. If you watch up here, survey says. It should have. Let's see if it did or not. Yeah, it did. So right down below here, you can see where you can see the note link. Now, if I click on that link, that is a web link to that note. So you can very, very easily share notes with other people with 4 keystrokes. And those keystrokes are Command V or Command question mark or Control question mark, I think, if you're on a PC. And then you can paste the note link with a Command V or Control V. They cannot edit that note, and then you can update that note as necessary. So this might be good if you have support documentation or instructions you need to send someone and need to update it every once in a while. Then you can use that to share notes with people. So Evernote's not trapped in there. Your content's not trapped in there. If you have an interview or questionnaires that you're doing repeatedly, create templates for those. Again, tag them template, and then create a new note or copy it as a new note, And then you can send it off to someone and say, hey, Mary, fill out this questionnaire, and she fills it out. You can add it back to your Evernote. So don't forget to think of all the documentation you're using now that other people could then have access to, but you can put inside your Evernote. Use text-to-speech to create notes. Listen, do you ever find yourself and you're typing on your phone and you're like, this is a phenomenal waste of time, right? Most phones have, and I think Android phones have a better job of voice recognition, that speech to typing, right? It is much better, I think, on Android, but I'm an iPhone guy. But stop typing on your phone, okay? And when you open a note, hit that little microphone button and speak, and it will transcribe your text or transcribe your audio. The 19th tip of staying organized is build an organizational system. Now, this is a huge one, so hear me out. You get to build your own system. That's one of the keys to Master Evernote, the system I built. And that's one of the reasons that people love it, is that they get to customize their own system. I'm not going to tell you how to do everything. I'm going to show you what it can do, and then you can build a system that fits your brain. I will give you some examples, but generally, I just teach you how to use the tool. So one of the things you can do is tag your tasks that you need to do today or things that need attention, tag them with the tag today. And then you can add important notes and shortcuts to your shortcuts. You can even add tags to that shortcut area. You know, I showed you that shortcut area, right? On the left side, the sidebar. Well, you can add shortcuts over there to tags and other things. If you have the Getting Things Done system, and I have a video on how to use GTD with Evernote, then you can build that into your shortcuts. So build a system. Don't just throw everything into the tool. Remember how to get it out. This is a cool one. One of the frustrations people have with Evernote is the content's sort of just stuck in there. Well, if you use if this then that, which is ifttt.com, basically you create these recipes, and the recipes are basically, when this happens, I want this to happen. If this happens, then this should happen. That's why it's ifttt.com. If this, then that. And so you can do some recipes with if this then that involving Evernote, and you just go there and type in that search box Evernote. You also, if you're using the Sunrise calendar app, which I believe is still free, then you have reminders in Evernote. You can add a time to a note, right? Like, oh, I want it to remind me at 2 o'clock, like an alarm. It will show up in your Sunrise calendar app, right? So that's how you're starting to get this digital ecosystem that allows you to stay organized all in one place using Evernote. The other is if you do use Noseby, it's called Noseby, not Nosby, and it's a great task management tool. My friend Mike Heitz here, he's on the front page. He's a huge fan of Noseby. I love Noseby. The founder's a great guy. They're constantly making it better and better and better. But Noseby will integrate with your Evernote very well. And you can create a note in Evernote with a reminder, and it will automatically add it to Noseby, which is your task management system, which is awesome. So you're starting to get these things all to talk to each other, okay? Number 21, add text and graphics to PDFs and images. So let me go back over here to my Taco Bell receipt. This is just funny because I really have not eaten Taco Bell in like 6 years, and now I'm just talking about it like I've been there all the time, but it was good. All right, so with this, I did that too fast, I'm sorry. So you've got an image right here. You go up here to this area right here on the top right, and then you can choose what image you want to adjust if you've got multiple images. And then I can type text, all right? And then I can make that text bigger. And then I can put a box around it like that. And I can change this color because that's a horrible color right there. And then you can always click these elements and move them around later. And you can do arrows, because who doesn't love arrows, right? All right, there you go. And you can highlight things. But then when you do that, that's automatically going to save right there into your note, okay? So automatically saved. There it is, okay? So you can annotate your notes, which is sweet. And you can do that PDFs. Hey, how many people have downloaded a PDF? Can I get an amen in the chat? If you've downloaded a PDF, but like you're like, oh, I'm going to use that. I'm going to research that. Wrong. You're lying to yourself and to the world. You're never going to use that PDF for anything unless you have Evernote. Put it in Evernote. Number one, all the text of that PDF becomes searchable. all of it. Literally just drag and drop it into your Evernote account. It becomes searchable text. Secondly, remember that you can go back and annotate. You can write on there. So get out your tablet and get out a pen and a tablet pen stylus, and you can write on. You can write inside the note or write on the PDF inside of Evernote on your tablet app. So you can do all kinds of cool stuff. But it really unlocks PDFs. I was like you. I was a PDF hoarder. Okay, but I'm not anymore because I have Evernote, and so I actually use my PDFs. You can write your next book using Evernote. Anybody who's a writer, give me an amen. Hey, that's me. All right, right on. And you can write your next book in Evernote. Here's how I would suggest you start. Create a new notebook. I know I'm not big on having lots of notebooks, but in this case, create a new notebook and then add tags for different characters if it's a fiction, or tags for just sort of themes, right? And then as you write a passage, kind of type out some tags of what themes it includes so you can group them later. And then make a note for each chapter and then just keep organizing. And remember, you can pull information from the web to help you with building and researching. So I think you can write a book inside Evernote. The 23rd is to create a new, I have 6 minutes. I think I can do it. Create a presentation with one click. So I'm going to see if I can show you this. Up here, let's see right here. With one click, click presentation right here. And now we just created a presentation, right? So you can divide that up. But you can create a presentation view with any Evernote note. It's very, very slick. I got to speed up. 24, you can save articles and pages for research and reading. There are 2 plugins you can add to your browser. One is the Evernote Web Clipper, and the other is called Clearly. Right there, they're in my menu bar. And then with the Evernote Web Clipper, you click on it, and you can save the article, a simplified article. You can grab the whole page. You can just get the bookmark. You can take a screenshot. You choose where you want to put it. You could choose what tag. You can add a note. And then it has all these built-in customizations where you can automatically tag it, automatically file it, all these different options. Very, very powerful part of it. Another is this is a cute little baby. Congratulations to everybody in England, the new royal baby. And if the Clearly extension, if you click on it, it simplifies the view. So instead of all the stuff in the sidebar and things like that in this person's picture, it simplifies the view. And then you can also save the simplified view to your Evernote. This is awesome. I love this. This is a cool idea. See where you're productive. You automatically can tag where you create new notes. So these are all the places I've created notes since I had Evernote, right? South Dakota, Wisconsin, San Diego, Spokane, yada, yada. But you can zoom in on a given place, and I can see I created more notes at home than I did at my office. And this is definitely a coffee shop, and that is the airport. So you can see where I made different notes. You can actually see physically where you've created the most notes, and in my opinion, probably been more productive. Number 26, you can set quick notes shortcut. So this is on the Android Chrome or Android. This is on the iPhone, iOS devices. Android has awesome shortcuts, but you can use the shortcut just to pull down from the top, and you can create notes very quickly that way. You can email Siri for quick notes. Here's how you do this. Add your Evernote email address we talked about as Evernote in your contacts. This is the first name Evernote. Start Siri by holding it down. By the way, if you're charging your device, your iDevice, you can just yell, "Hey Siri," and Siri will wake up. Bonus tip, number 31. So start Siri and say, "Hey, send an email to Evernote." And Siri will say, "What would you like the subject line to be?" And you tell it, and then you say, "What would you like the text to be?" And then you say, "Oh, there it is." Then you confirm it, and then you send it. It's really, really slick. Number 28, work with a team using Evernote. You can share notebooks. They do have a business edition that allows you access to other people's Evernote accounts. You can add tags to assign tasks. So if all of us are working together on a project, I could just simply tag you and to do or something like that. And then you could search by those tags and know, oh, that's for me to do. So you don't have to assign things to people anymore. They just have to look for their tag. And if it has their name and the word to do, they know it's a task. And then also the Evernote has built out work chat built into it for note discussion. All right, almost there. I got 2 minutes, I think. Create a table of contents, note. Oh my gosh, I do this so fast. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna search for Master Evernote. All right. And I've got, this is a tag. I've got 73 notes tagged Master Evernote. This is the digital product I built. We'll talk about that later. And I'm going to select all of them. I just selected all of them. All right. All of them. And I'm going to create a table of contents note right here. So I search for a tag. I highlighted all of them. I'm going to create a table of contents note, and it's going to create a new note with links to every single one of those notes. So what I did is I just created a master table of contents for Master Evernote. Master Evernote table of contents note. Of course, I have to tag it Master Evernote. So you can create links to other notes inside of Evernote. All right. Very, very powerful. You just created a link, a note with links to 73 other notes, and it numbered them. And then you can sort them and move them around. But that's how I can move around inside of Evernote, creating that table of contents. Very powerful. Number 30, simple note navigation. Here's the last one. I have a minute. All right. So this is our table of contents note. I'm going to get that. I'm going to right click and get copy note link right here. And then this is my script for today. All right. But I want to go back to that table of contents note, and I just pasted it. So I copied a link to that note, and then I pasted it into this one. So I've got my table of contents link, and I go, oh, let's see, I'm looking in here. Oh, I want to work on my 30-minute script. And I go, okay, I'm done. I want to go back to my table of contents. So all you have to do is go to each one of these notes and add a link to the table of contents. All right. There you go. And you can start going back and forth in between your notes. You can start to navigate in between your notes inside of Evernote. And this does work on mobile as well. It's 1:42. I'm done. I'm done. I think I did it. Did I do it? Yes. All right, Holly, I did it. I'm going to take a drink of water. That's your 30 tips in 30 minutes. Tell me if this helped in the chat. That would be great. And then I'll start getting in the chat in a second. And answering questions. But just real quick in the chat while I take a drink of water and turn on the fan in here, tell me if this helped and how it helped real quick. Just in the chat, how it helped. There's hundreds of you here still. So tell me how it helped. All right, awesome. So I'm glad it's been helpful. That's awesome. Now I'm going to talk about Master Evernote, and we're going to do a giveaway, and we're going to do a Q&A. All right. Yes, that rhymed. So Master Evernote is what I created. It's the program that I created to help you master Evernote. I know, very complicated. And so it is a digital program, and I'm going to tell you what it includes. It includes 35 videos, and stick around too because you get a special bonus if you get it today. It's 35 videos and counting that are sorted by setup, share, siphon, and sync. There's a user forum. You can talk to other users. And then there's a Facebook community. That's in the basic. And the pro level, you get those, and you get coaching. You get master, I call it master sessions. What does that look like? Well, here's what it looks like. It looks like this. There's me, and we're teaching with each other. Right? We're learning from each other. I'm teaching you live. You get 2 of those over the next 30 days. So what that looks like is you get 2 master classes. They are recordable. We have times in the morning and in the evening, and you can do those anytime in the next 30 days. We'll have 8 options for you, and you get to choose from 2 of them. So lots of options if you want to get the pro level. And basically the difference between pro and basic is you get live time with me for your specific questions, and I will not get off the call until all your questions are answered. Okay, and you get 2 of those. They'll probably be 30 to 60 minutes long each, but I'll stick around as long as I need to. So live coaching for those, again, AM and PM times, so it should work no matter where you live. The last level is Master Evernote Premium, and the difference is you're going to get one-on-one coaching with me. So what does that look like? Here's what it looks like. It's me and you talking. We're going to have a ninja session. We're going to really dive in and just think about how much more productive you could be if you had some one-on-one time with me. I think I can help. I think I've proved that today, and I hope you'll trust me when I say that. So the premium is you get 2 live master sessions, 1 ninja session, and remember, you can record that. I'll work around a time that works for you, and we'll do that in the next 30 days. Now, here is the deal. I'm going to do a giveaway So just go to this URL. And so tell me that it works, and this type it works. And I'm going to choose somebody that went to that URL. Um, um, so go to digihowto.com/getorganized, and that's the page that's got all the information about the product. It's got testimonials from people. It's got descriptions. It's got the buying options right there. And I'll tell you what you'll get if you actually purchase in the next 24 hours. But I'm going to choose someone. I'm going to give away a free year of Evernote Premium. It's a $50 value. Basically, you're going to buy it, and I'll send you $50. That's how that works. I might be able to gift it to you, but so you go to digihowto.com/getorganized and just say, I see it, I'm there. Great. And once you are in there, I'm going to pick someone that went to that page and went to the chat and said, hey, I'm there. And and then I'm going to choose someone to give a free year of Evernote Premium. You don't have to buy, no purchase necessary, and just say that you're there. All right, great. Great. That wasn't like a test. Like I knew it worked, but I was just trying to get you to that page. That's like a little marketing thing. You get people to go to your page so they buy your stuff. I'm just being honest with you. Okay. All right. So let me see here. That is not my hand on the monitor, by the way. Someone asked that question. It's like, why is my hand on the monitor? All right, let's see here. So one of the problems is some people typed in, they're anonymous. So I got to find somebody that I know, not that I know, but can't get there. Well, that's not good. I'm not. So if you can't get there, that's not good. I hope you can get there. It works. All right. All right. So let's see here. I like the Jim Brimham quote. That's probably Jim. All right. John Wilkerson. Let's see here. All right. So the winner of a free year of premium is, I'm trying to scroll through here, is Sandy J. Sandy J, please. Sandy J, please send me an email, andy@digihowto.com. Sandy J, andy@digihowto.com. And your username in here is Sandy J. I have been on webinars where I was like, hey, Sandy J, email me. And there's like 5 Sandy J's. And then I had to give them all the prize, which was really embarrassing. So go to digihowto.com/getorganized. And here's the bonus, all right, that I'm going to give. If you get the pro or premium level in the next 24 hours, really it's maybe 36 because it's tomorrow by midnight. And I'll email you about this. If you join the pro or premium level and by Wednesday at midnight, and I will email you details of this, you get an extra training, and it's using Evernote for project management. I taught you some stuff, but I'm going to go way into depth in this video. I go way into depth of how to really set that up. How can you really work with a virtual assistant or a team of people to manage projects using Evernote? So there's more than one way to do it. I'm going to teach you as many of them as I know. Complete transparency here. This thing is still being edited. It's not completed. That fancy box there was made using a program, obviously, right? It's not a physical product. It's all digital. But you get this if you order by tomorrow at midnight. So if you order now or by tomorrow at midnight, anytime between now and tomorrow at midnight, then you get the Evernote, using Evernote for project management training as well. All right? All right, so I'm going to give away one more. I feel guilty about this because I didn't choose an anon. I didn't choose an anonymous. So anonymous 5379, I'm going to give you a premium level as well because you're right, that's not really fair. Anonymous 5379. What's funny though is anybody could say they're anonymous 5379 right now. So I'm going to trust that you're all honest people and and email me anonymous 5379. If there's 2 of you, then I'll get you on a conference call and make you figure out who the right one was. But email me, I'll give you a free year of Evernote as well, Evernote Premium. It's a $49.99 value right there. And I don't get that on sale or anything, so God bless you. So pro and premium members get this if you order pro or premium by tomorrow at midnight. So I want to say thank you. Like that's my family. That's me. This is where the money goes to helping me build a house and feed my family. And my kids are growing, so you know, my son's missing teeth, and I got to put money under his pillow. So I'm going to leave this up, digihow2.com/getorganized. That's the link to the sales page. Go ahead and log in there and head over there and get the one you want. Anonymous 5379, congratulations. Okay, so let's do Q&A. I think that's the last part of my promise. Let's see what I promised. Giveaway, Q&A. Yep, okay. So I'm going to leave this up, and we're going to do Q&A. So let me open up this other one. Oh, wow. So by the way, I never had been through that in 30 minutes. Oh yeah, my email, what's my email again? Anonymous4806. You cannot get the free prize. You didn't win. No, my email is andy@digihow2.com. And I would love for you to check this out. I'm going to send you an email with the replay and a link to my notes, a link to this presentation, a link to everything. And I want to help you. So check out digihow2.com/getorganized. And I would love to help you in any way that I can get more organized with Evernote. And Lynn, I'm glad you enjoyed the webinar. I had fun too. All right. Alrighty. So what questions do you have about Evernote? Fire away. Like I'm here for you. I'm going to leave that page up. The page you see there with the link to buy or to email me if you have a question. So what questions do you have about Evernote? Go ahead and fire away. Several questions about redoing tags and notebooks. All right, so here's what I would say. And I'm going to try to remember these questions. Okay, how much have I shared? It's premium only. Boy, these are great questions. Okay, so let me go one by one here. How much of what I shared? No, it's not the last one. Hold on. Okay, a lot of questions about redoing tags and notebooks. I think that you can definitely do tag bankruptcy and just delete all your tags if you wanted to, and then start searching for words and then tag appropriately. So what you can do is you can search by a word, right? And then find all the notes that word applies to. And then you can highlight all those notes and tag them at the same time. And that same menu that I did the table of contents when I collected a bunch of the same notes, excuse me, that same note window right there that I created a table of contents, you can either move all your notes to a different notebook, you can merge notes. These are things I teach you inside the course. I just didn't have time to do all of them. But you can also tag multiple notes. So reorganizing, it's just hard. I get it. Like it's hard. If you want to start over, then I think you can just delete all of your tags, leave your notes, and then I would do keyword searches. And then when the notes come up for that, let's just say you're writing a book about humility. Then I would type in the word, I would delete all your tags, and then I would type in the word humility, and then all the notes that have the word humility, I would tag with humility. Okay, that's an idea. All right. And then I'm glad you like my retagging idea. Then you can right-click all your tags to delete them. It's kind of a pain in the butt. So, all right. So how much of what I shared was premium? Well, you can see on Evernote's site what's included in premium. What is not in premium, if you have to have pro or premium to get the email, to be able to email content into your account, and you get a larger note file size. So your notes can be 200 megabytes instead of 50 megabytes, which actually puts a nice little video. So if you want to share videos with people, you can do it. And I think you get unlimited storage. If you're a premium. With a pro, you get a gig a month. So those are some of the difference. But a lot of it is. And let me just pull up this pricing chart. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? This is dumb here. I wrote a blog post about this. So I'm going to go over here. Everybody see my page now? Pull up digihow2.com. And I hope that webinar was good. All right, here we go. So I did a podcast episode on right here. I I did a podcast episode about the price change, about the price options. So pricing grid. So here's a pricing grid. I'm going to put this in the chat, okay, of the, yeah, let me move this over here. I'm going to put this in the chat. This is the pricing right here. There you go. There's the versions. And yes, emailing used to be in the free version and now it's not, which is a bummer. So there's your functions. Like with the basic, you don't get to do the emails. You can't do a passcode lock on your mobile app. You can't search your PDFs. I'll just be honest. I'll just be totally honest. If you don't buy my program, but you spend that money to go upgrade to Evernote, then I think that's a good decision. I think you should get my program. Otherwise, I wouldn't have made it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be proud of it. But I think Evernote is the best investment you can make in your digital life, period. So if you said, I only have $50, then go get the paid upgrade of Evernote and don't buy my product. But if you have enough money, get the paid upgrade of Evernote and then get my product too, because it'll help you get rocking and rolling really fast. So if you go to digihowto.com/free Evernote, you get a free month of Evernote. digihowto.com/free Evernote. And that's where I've got my 7-minute video. There you go, digihowto.com/free Evernote. So you get a free month of Evernote Premium when you sign up there. And here's a click of the premium. There's a link to the premium versions, and then here's a 7-minute video on how to set up Evernote. Sorry, 7 minutes and 15 seconds. I have to be honest. All right. So, what other questions do we have for me? Sorry. I wasn't able to see all the ones as they were rolling by. So if you could type in your questions again. And it's like a 30-second delay. Oh yeah, you can also have a lot of these things offline. Having your notes available offline is really, really helpful. Let's see here. Thanks for being here, Chad. Appreciate you. So it will take up memory on your device. Someone asked, does it take up memory on your device or your phone? If they are offline, they're going to take up memory on your device. Okay, so if you save all of them offline, but you can choose to not save them offline. So you can also merge notes, which is really slick, really nice feature. Boy, the keyboard shortcuts to clean up the text. Ooh, that's a fun one. Now we're totally geeking out. All right. So I'm going to take some text from over here. All right, watch this. All right, this is fun. This is me geeking. This is the kind of stuff you learn in the class. All right, ready? So I'll highlight this text. I'm going to copy it, Command C. So I copied it. Make a new note with Command N, as in new. You like that? And then I'm going to click in here and hit Command V, as in Victor. All right, so there we go. So I've got this great little note here, right? I just started that. I haven't used my mouse for nearly as much as you probably would normally. So under Format, you can simplify the formatting right here, and you can tell them what you want your default to be. The shortcut is Shift Command F. So I just get in here and I hit Shift Command F, and boom, it just simplified the text. That's the kind of geeky, awesome stuff I teach you in the course. So get on the train, people. It's going to be awesome. All right. All right, let's other questions. Great job, Andy. Glad you're part of the program. Well, awesome. Thank you. Webinar software are you using? Thank you. It's very slick. I am using a lead page that is embedding a live Google Hangout. And actually, I have a YouTube video about this. I love when people ask me questions, and I'm like, I should do a video about that. And I remember I already did. YouTube.com. Somebody asked me about Scrivener, too. Let me address that. Free webinar. Let me address that as well. It's not gonna work. I didn't search that right. Sorry, everybody. Andy Traub, free webinar, YouTube. YouTube. All right, here we go. How to make free webinars using lead pages and Google Hangouts. This is a popular one. Look at that, 28,000 views. That's ridiculous. If only I made a nickel every time someone did that, I would have more money. All right, where's our chat here? Hold on, I'm trying to find our chat here. I lost my chat window. Here it is. Okay. So I'm going to put this a link in here to, there's a link to my video on how to do this. But I use a lead page and then a chat tango chat embed. And there you go. All right. What other questions? What is secret weapon? Keep hearing the name. Oh, okay. Great question. So secret weapon is the secret weapon. It's not like that book, The Secret Weapon, or The Secret. Dude, that's a weird book. It's different. These are tutorials. I've studied these. I implemented these into my system. The Getting Things Done video that I have in the system is based on these, but I just did it in one video, and they do it in like a ton of videos. So they haven't updated in a long time. I'm not sure if they're still doing this or not. But these are great videos. I'm just gonna be totally transparent. These are great videos. If you want to, it's not as robust as my program, but it's free. So I'll be honest. Hey, go check out thesecretweapon.org. I'll put that link in there. I have an abundance mindset, so I'm just going to keep giving you guys resources. Thesecretweapon.org, great place to go learn stuff. I took that and I implemented a lot of it. It's Getting Things Done method, which I don't actually use, but I studied the secret weapon and I put everything into one video inside my course. So by all means, use the secret weapon. It's really awesome. I hope you'll consider my course as well. So Scrivener and Evernote. I think Scrivener is the best place to really be intentional about writing a book. I put all of my ideas, and my books are born in Evernote, and then they grow up in Scrivener, if that makes sense. So yeah, I love Scrivener. I use it a ton. I use it when I'm really getting serious about a book project and I want to have that distraction-free writing area. There is a way to have a distraction-free writing area inside of Evernote, and I teach you how to do that in the course, which is pretty slick as well. So, all right. I'm glad you like my attitude about resources. I gotta trust. All right. Let's see here. All right. So what other questions do we have? Let's see here. Scrivener. So I'm sorry about Scrivener. I love Scrivener. I think it's awesome. I would use both. If you're gonna just use one, I would use Evernote, just to organize your life. So that's what I would do. So all of my trainings will be at digihowto.com. So let me head over there. digihowto.com, which is my new site for all my digital trainings. I got to get this off here because that's over now. But you'll see over here in store where you'll be able to get those. Like I don't even have this product in my store yet. You can only go to digihowto.com/getorganized, which again, I'll put that link in there. But thanks for asking about that for future reference. I will continue to make them. So what other questions do you guys have? I want to just keep adding value. If you got to go, you got to go. That's great. I totally understand that. For my to-do list, I use Noseby. So let me open up my Noseby real quick. Noseby connects to my Evernote. So you can use Evernote for your to-do list if you want to as well. I'm not going to leave this up very long. Actually, let me just leave it over here for a second. I got to make sure I don't have sensitive information. Let me go here, inbox. Okay. Okay, yeah, I can share this stuff. This has all my private information. So, all right. So this is Noseby. And so you can create a new task. This is just an example here. Test. And then I make a new task. And then you can go over here in the details and you can add an Evernote note right here. You can have an Evernote note that relates to that task, which is pretty slick. So you can, someone asked about, someone asked about, let's see here. So that's what I use in my to-do list. And then you've got projects over here. You can build projects and you can drag and drop them. It's pretty slick. You know, hey, someone asked about if this, then that. I am adding formulas for if this, then that, like in the next 2 weeks. I love if this, then that. I have some and I realized I had not been putting them in the course. So there'll be a whole section about which recipes you should use for if this and that. So if you get the course, that's absolutely coming. Sandy J had asked, you have access to past free webinars, the one with Crystal Payne from February. If you go to vimeo.com/AndyTraub, vimeo.com, let me type that in. Vimeo.com/AndyTraub. That might have the video with Crystal there, I'm not sure, or my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/AndyTraub. So yeah, Asana works with Evernote as well. Anything for Gmail. Now there are some Gmail, I'm actually testing one right, I'm not testing it yet. Somebody emailed me that has a company and they implemented Gmail with Evernote, but I can't open up my Gmail right now. I got too much private information in there. But if you use the web clipper, the web clipper inside of Gmail, it'll work. So this web clipper up here, you can clip messages out of Gmail and pull them into your Evernote. So don't forget that you can always use that web clipper up there to pull notes from Gmail over to Evernote. But there's a couple different companies that are trying to do that. I'll add it as I test it. I can't endorse that company yet because I haven't studied it enough. So, but yeah, if this and that is wicked. It's a great Nozbe, Nozbe. So let me share that. Give me a second here. And I'm actually going to give you a link that if you sign up, you help feed my kids. So God bless you. Oh, I can't find it now. I can't get the link. Oh well, I'll just give you the link to Nozbe. You can see it right there. Nozbe.com/a-Andy-Traub. I think that'll work. So that's Nozbe. And man, yeah, I'm with you. It's like hard to spell until you see it. Yeah, it's kind of funky. All right. What are the questions you have? I'm just going to be here until I'm going to show you, prove to you that I know what I'm talking about. So is this material different than the first course on Evernote you did? I did a course on Evernote that had some beta users, and this is that course. That course was cheaper because they were beta users. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure quite what you're referencing to. Can you put the links you've listed in an email or something? Hey, I will definitely, I will definitely get. I'm going to send you my Evernote note of my presentation today and all this stuff. So all the notes and all the links that I can find, I'm going to send you. Absolutely. I mean, my goal is to blow you away with just generosity and value and show you that I know what the heck I'm talking about. A lot of people say, hey, Andy, how do you get to work for yourself? And I tell them, get good at something and then keep getting good at something else and just keep doing that, because I want to show you that I'm an expert in this. I don't want that to be prideful, but I'm proud of the work I've put into the product and in this process, and it's going to keep getting better. Just a quick heads up for those who are still hanging out, I'm going to be redoing the whole navigation for the course in the next 3 weeks, because the tool I use has a new learning management system, which makes it even better. So, all right. So Jim, 1958, using Evernote to file documents versus Dropbox. I would say this. I use 3 tools, and this is a little quick heads up, and you'll get notification of it later in the week. I'm making a leaders course, and the leaders course is how to use Nozbe, Dropbox, and Evernote together. It's how to use all those tools together at the same time. And it's called the Evernote Leaders course. And because I think you should be using those 3 tools. If you use 3 digital tools, use Dropbox, Nozbe, and Evernote. All right? That's my advice. I think Evernote is the best place to put PDFs because you can go back and remember them. Evernote will go through, if you're at the right level, it will search your Word documents. It will search your text documents that are inside of Evernote as attachments. You can search those. So just remember that. Oh, somebody asked me about family members having a separate Evernote account. You certainly can. I think that'd get a little pricey, frankly. But maybe the business account would treat you better, or maybe you could have them be free. maybe you can have some people be free and some people be paid. Maybe the kids don't need to be the free version or the paid version or something. But you might just have notebooks for everybody inside one Evernote account, because they can sync those notebooks on their individual phones separately. They can. Well, let me repeat that more clearly. If you have Jimmy and Susie each have an iPhone. Jimmy's got a folder, Susie's got a folder. Jimmy can have his folder synced to his phone offline, and Susie can have her folder synced to her phone offline. If you have one premium account. So email me if you have more questions about that. That's an interesting question. So I like Noseby. Somebody asked me. I just like Noseby because I like its interface. I like its mobile apps. I like that it connects with Dropbox and Evernote. Again, I want that ecosystem. I don't want to use all these different tools. I want things to stand alone. I want them to talk to each other. And Noseby and Evernote and Dropbox all talk to each other really, really cleanly. So there you go. All right. Would you recommend going entirely paperless? I looked for a piece of paper the other day and I couldn't find one. I don't know if you can ever go completely paperless. Here's why I would say no to that. To answer your question more directly, I would say no, don't go paperless, because I know science has proven that we take better notes when we write on paper. We do better with that friction of pen to paper. Yeah, so I would not go paperless, because I think paper has a purpose, and the tactile nature of it is important. So I would not go paperless, but I would take notes and then I take a picture of it. I take a picture of my notes and then I add them to Evernote, and God willing, it's searchable. Why a Noseby over Wunderlist or Trello? I tried Wunderlist. It was too graphical for me. I tried Trello. I didn't like the keyboard shortcuts. So again, listen, friends, I've tried all these other tools, and some people love Wunderlist and some people love Todoist, and I don't like Asana. I think it's ugly, but some people will go, I love Asana because it's so non-graphical. Like, I'm okay with no graphics, but I just think it's poorly designed. I just think it's an ugly program. So it's personal preference, right? But if you have a system that works for you, great. But I think Evernote should be at the heart of it, and that's why I made Master Evernote. Do you need have a code to the Evernote Premium? My understanding with the Evernote Premium is that you are able to, when you sign up with that free Evernote, that when you go buy Evernote Premium, or no, I think you should get a month free automatically. If you don't, you can email Evernote about that. They're pretty awesome. Like, they give you free months all the time, if you ask. Somebody says, I like to write my notes and type them into Evernote. It's a good way to reprocess material. That's a great idea. I have not tried GQs. Clear is another awesome app. See, there's no shortage of these apps. It's just find one that works for you and get to work. Listen, friends, here's the irony. We want to be more productive. We're spending so much time looking up at productivity tools. We're not being productive. So stop, pick one, and get awesome at it. And if it's not Evernote, that's okay. I want you to be productive. I want you to write great books, make great digital courses, sing great songs, do whatever you need to do to create. But we've got to stop looking at tools all the time. We're like tool addicted. It's pretty sad. And I'm saying this as the president of the foundation. I'm not lecturing you. Okay. Will the course benefit a homemaker? Hey, listen to this. That's a great question. 6839. So will the course benefit a homemaker? Here's my answer to that. So the person who asked that question, by the way, there's a delay, so that's why I'm not answering your questions like right off the beat. So someone asked me, will this help a homemaker? Are you a discouraged stay-at-home mom? All stay-at-home moms are discouraged at some point, but do you struggle to track your family schedules, meals, and get frustrated at your own lack of planning? I think Evernote is a great way to organize a home. A great way to organize a home. One of the things I'm going to do is continue to look for people that are using Evernote in unique ways, interview them, and add them to the course. Interview people on how they're using Evernote and add that to the course, including homemakers. So I absolutely do. There is a 30-day money-back guarantee with the course. I'm so sorry I did not mention that, but there is. So anytime in the first 30 days you think, this is fun, but no thanks, you can come to the live trainings. You can get the live personal ninja training from me if you want. But listen, I want you to be happy. Even if it's not right for you, maybe it's right for somebody else. Somebody asked me about, do you believe OneNote is a viable alternative for those in the Microsoft Office environment at work? I think it is improving all the time. It's a cool program. I hope it does well, and here's why. Because the better Android gets, the better iOS gets, meaning competition is good. So I want OneNote to be awesome. I want Evernote to be awesome. And I think when they get better, they make each other better. I'm an Evernote guy. I think you can use Evernote. I have friends that use Evernote and use Microsoft stuff for everything else. I trust Evernote. I trust it as a corporation. I'm a big Evernote guy, obviously. But again, I want you to be organized. If you don't use Evernote, you don't use my course, then that's secondary to me. I want you to be organized. So if you're using it, great. Go make an Office, a OneNote program. Give me a call and I'll help you set it up. All right. And for the homemaker, for this, I think stay-at-home mom, I would also say, just remember, you've got that 30 days to figure out if it's going to work for you. If it's not, that's fine. No questions asked. I'll refund it. Not a big deal at all. No hard feelings. We can still be friends. What do you recommend for a calendar app that integrates with these products? Sunrise, the Sunrise calendar app. So let me add that. Let me open that up. I put that in the presentation. Sunrise calendar app. But when you make a reminder in Evernote, it will show up in your Sunrise app, calendar app. There you go. There's that link. So you can connect it with a bunch of others, which is great. What other questions you guys have? There's still 70 of you here, so I'm here to help. Like I went to bed at 5:30 this morning. I went to bed at 5:30 because I'm working on this thing, because I'm passionate about it and I want it to work. So the template idea would be a huge help for moms. Absolutely, I agree. You do so many of the same things so many times, whether it's grocery lists or journal entries or Bible study notes or whatever it might be. Templates are great. What package would you recommend for me? My name is Dawn. Dawn, just send me an email, andy@digihow2.com. Andy@digihow2.com. I think I typed that right. Dawn, send me, if you have any questions, look through the sales page, digihow2.com/getorganized. Get organized. Look through that, make a decision, and so yeah, and email me if you have questions. How do you get started without getting overwhelmed? Hey, listen, you're already overwhelmed. It's gonna get better, right? Just take it one step at a time. There's getting started videos in the course. The first like 3 videos are just getting started videos. So you're already overwhelmed. It's going to get better, I promise. Archives. You must have missed your discussion on archives. Explain to me what you mean by archives. Help me understand what you mean by that. Let me understand that some more. Anon1618. Hey, I'm glad you're here, even if you're late. No penalty. No slip from the principal or teacher. Outlook and Evernote. I think they have a plugin, but let me double check here. Evernote, Outlook plugin. Go to the Google, add Evernote, add in for Outlook. It looks like there's an Evernote plugin for Outlook 2013. Let's go here. Huh. You'll have to look that up. I'm not sure. I don't use Outlook. Sorry. I apologize for that. But if it doesn't have an Outlook plugin, it should. Yeah, I don't know if Evernote and Google are going to play well together. I think there's some plugins for that. Yeah, I mean, that's what digihow2.com is for, is I'm going to continue to write about integrations like that. All right, so I'm going to answer the question about archives. Thank you for clarifying that. And then I have another question I have to answer. Oh, overview of the course. That's from Anon1618. Yeah, just go to digihow2.com/getorganized. There's 3 levels: the basic, pro, and premium. The only difference is the amount of time you get with me. So with the pro, you get 2 live teachings with me, and it's a blast. I promise. Just like this, but even more personal. We can see each other's faces. And with the premium, you get one-on-one coaching. You get a one-on-one. I call it a ninja session. So would love for you to check that out. And let me just go over here and put up the page here for Anon 1618. This is for you. Split up in 4 sections: setup, siphon, share, and sync. And then there's the pricing options there. And again, the difference is the live sessions you get with me, the amount of teaching. All right. All right, so it does have an Outlook plugin that works well. Great. All right, question about archives. I apologize, 3917. I feel like I'm in some weird government movie of the future where people don't have names. They're just a number. So I apologize for that. I'm going to pretend your name's Mike. No. Yeah, Mike. Okay. So Mike, your question's about archives. You can save things. You can archive things in older notebooks and just keep them there in the past. You certainly can do that. So it's a simple answer to a simple question. But yeah, you can definitely keep them sort of off and to the side and to the back. You're not going to fill up your, especially if you get the premium version of Evernote, you're not going to fill up your storage space. So you definitely could put things there. And boy, the fact that those PDFs are searchable, or whatever documents you put in there are searchable, the text is searchable, I mean, that's epic. That's great. All right, what other questions do you guys have? I'll stick around until everyone's questions are answered. That's my goal. In the meantime, you can go to digihow2.com/getorganized, check it out, pick it up. You get it in the next 24 hours. You get bonus. You get this bad boy. You get the using Evernote for project management, which is still being edited. That's how fresh it is. It's not even fully cooked yet. It's still being edited. But you get Evernote, using Evernote for project management. That will be separate on my site for $50 or $100. It's not sold yet because it's not ready yet, but it's being edited. So if you sign up by midnight tomorrow, you get that. Can you tell us about your deleted notebook? You know what? That just sits there, and I haven't emptied it out because I don't feel the need to, but you certainly can. Those are notes that I've actually deleted. So, so sorry, I don't know if that's an adequate answer for your deleted question. I don't worry about it. I just treat it as deleted. With the premium, how long is the average ninja session? Well, this is a new program, so I don't know how long it is. It will be, the average will be all of them added up, divided by the number of sessions. So if we need 90 minutes, let's spend 90 minutes together. If we need 30 minutes, let's spend 30 minutes. I would guess 30 to 60 minutes. That's why I priced it the way I priced it. It's about half my hourly rate. If you want to just hire me for some consulting, it's about $200 an hour. I made the price difference $100 just to keep it within reach. So the average ninja session, probably 30 to 60 minutes. But also remember, you can email me. So, so yeah, if you need to upgrade, Papato, yeah, if you need to upgrade, I had not thought about that. If you need to upgrade, absolutely, I can upgrade you. If you need to, just email me, andy@digihow2.com, and we can upgrade. That's a great question. I should offer that as an option after the window is closed if people want to upgrade. So, and yeah, there's no time limit. If you need to upgrade, you need to upgrade. No, I won't. I'm not going to discount the price at any point. So you're not going to like pay a different price than someone else. It's just you might lose some of the bonuses. How long ago was that I got? MailChimp, Evernote communication. I guess I'll have to ask some questions about what you mean by that 4011. I'm not sure in what ways you want Evernote and MailChimp to communicate with each other. I mean, you could forward your Evernote, you could forward your newsletters to Evernote to archive them, but I'm not sure what. Tell me what you want to achieve with that integration. That would help me. How long ago did I discovered Evernote? I don't know. I could look at my first note. But the thing is that people, most of you have heard of Evernote. You just haven't done anything with it. So several years, though. Definitely several years, like 5 or 6. I finally got organized. I'm getting more organized all the time. You know, we change as human beings. We develop. We learn new things. So I'm getting more organized all the time. You know, I'm a self improvement person. So are you. That's why you have been hanging out with me this long. So, um, yeah, by all means, it's a process. So, um, so yeah, let me know what question you have about that Mailchimp Evernote integration. We'll go for about 5 more minutes. I need to get outside. I've been outside in a long time, and I'm weary. I have a standing desk, and I'm weary. All right. Any other questions for me? Oh, and 3917 is Andy from the Bay Area. Well, awesome. It's a phenomenal name, Andy. It's probably the best name I've ever heard in my life. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up. Thank you so much, really, sincerely. Oh, sorry about this. Are the images you snapped with the phone saved as photo files? Yeah, you can save them as photo files. You can save them as documents. You can tell it which one you want to save it as, what format. But yeah, they're images, but they have that OCR, the optical character recognition. So it can search your text within the image. So, and then you can also find a note and then with an image, and you can download that image. It's pretty slick. When on your computer do you use the app or the web tool? I use the app most of the time. I think the navigation is a lot easier. The web tool I use for distraction-free writing. I teach people how to do that in the course. You can, with the web version, you can basically go full screen and have a distraction-free writing environment with Evernote, which is awesome. My standing desk, this is awesome. Here, let's do this. Let's get honest. I just love doing this. I just love you guys are sticking around for this. So let me go to my, how do I go to my, all right, here we go. So you asked about my standing desk. You want to check out my standing desk? Here we go. I'm gonna move my camera, so don't throw up. All right, so this is my standing desk. I have to yell. All right, so if you see down here, this is the desk, right? This is what I was working on today, right? This is the desk. And then if you see, this is a desk, and then it's got these are bed risers, and I screwed them into the bottom. So this is sort of it's like a hip high table, and then it's got these bed risers. And then check this out. This works, people. Living large here. Is that this is like a shelf from Home Depot that I put that on, and then I put some books underneath it, right down there, because I needed my keyboard just to be a couple inches higher. Now I got an IKEA desk. I'm getting an IKEA desk, to be honest here. I'm getting an IKEA desk when I move to my new house. One that sits and stands, it rises and falls with the press of a button, which is awesome. But that's how I'm using this one right now. And then, hey, foot pad. Get a foot pad for your feet. That's like the key to victory. Spend $100 on one. But if you have a good foot padding, not good shoes, I'm saying like good foot padding, like a foot pad like the ones that the hairdresser stands on. Get one of those. Does it connect with Outlook Calendar? Yes, it does. As that was discussed earlier. Better integration with Evernote and some of the Google products. I agree. Nice webinar, Andy. Thanks. What a great solution for a standing desk. Absolutely. Yeah, go get a cheap desk off a table off of Craigslist and just jack it up. At one point, I had a bunch of books. Like literally, I just took like my library and I made this desk taller. It might have been this one, but it worked. Where'd you get the standing desk for your Mac? All right, here's some more. This is fun. All right, here we go. Who cares? We can do whatever we want, right? There's no rules to this stuff. So let me show you. I don't know what I'm showing you. I got to look at my camera view here. All right, so this right here is, this is the arm that holds my monitors up. It's great, and they pivot. They can pivot sideways. They can pivot forward and back like this. They can tilt. And then this is $8 at Target. It is a magazine holder, and I use it to prop up separate things. It's actually a good stand for your Mac if you have a laptop. So why do I have a mic the way I do? Because I have made my living podcasting for many years. This is a Heil PR40 or something like that. Yeah, Heil PR40, H-E-I-L, I think. Sorry, my camera's crooked. So yeah, that's why, because I do podcasting. All right, awesome. Okay, I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you, everybody. God bless you. Sincerely, I mean that. Thanks for buying. Thanks for attending. And let's just pray, literally, that the recording was done. All right. So thanks, everybody. God bless. And email me, Andy at digihowto.com. Andy at digihowto.com if you have any questions. Keep an eye on your email. We'll get this processed and out to you as soon as we can. Thanks.